Oh, fuck, you're recording.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, okay. All right. We're back. Hey, mate, how are you?
Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm all right. It's good to be sitting on this couch with you again.
We are back.
It's been a while. Had a week off, but we've really had 2 weeks off.
2 weeks.
Which is why the previous episode was the way it was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we landed on the topic that we did, and that's why the content was the way that it was.
Got plenty of DMs about it too.
Few DMs, few comments about, the main point of them was to call us every name under the sun, and probably deserved.
Yep.
Yeah. We've watched the footage back. Watched the game tape. We've thought long and hard, and we vowed that this week is going to be
exactly the same.
Not sorry. Alrighty, back into the swing of things. Good to be back. Hello to all our lovely listeners. Mate, good to see you again, as we've said. You're back from Sydney. How was it? How was the wedding?
It was great, mate. It was great. 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was gone.
You were gone for a while. The longest we haven't seen each other for some time.
Yeah. Since we obviously moved in together and everything. It's been...
as housemates?
As housemates, yes. It was good though. Beautiful weather, mate. Every single day, about 20 degrees, sunshine. In the middle of winter. It's crazy.
Must be nice. Can't confirm we didn't get that.
Yes.
While you were gone.
Yeah.
I was just looking out the windows as the rain was falling against it, looking up in the sky, just wondering if you were looking at the same bit of sky.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah,
that's
wasn't. Good to know.
Yes, but no, Sydney was good. I also went to horror show.
You did go to horror show, yeah.
That was last weekend, and I don't know if listeners have been to the Nightcat in Fitzroy. It's a pretty popular place, but I this was the first time I'd ever. Have you been?
I'm yet to go.
I just thought it was a normal sort of venue, but got there and the stage is in the centre, and it's got 4 sides, so the audience can stand on all 4 sides of the stage, and it's a surreal. I can't even describe it. Like
a much more engaging experience.
Yeah. I don't know, especially for like a rapper, for someone that could just you can just go anywhere you want. You can face this way, you can face that way. You're sort of free to roam around. And
true.
Parts of the show, everyone's hands are going up and down in unison in like a loop. Like it's unreal. So I'd highly recommend the Nightcat.
So you're looking to book any Ravenous shows there, are you?
Or? Might need to put out that album that I've been sitting on for 2 years first before I start making moves, I think.
You've heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. That is another plug. Ravenous coming soon. We said this is the first show in a little while. We obviously we hung out on Friday night. We went out for dinner and drinks with some good friends of ours, good friends of the show.
Yes.
You kind of left a bit early, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I got back from Sydney day before or something, and I was still playing a bit of catch up on sleep, so I bailed around 9:30. But I think you guys kicked on for a little bit.
We did. Now there's a reason I'm bringing up this particular night, because I do have a question for you, and we'll get to it. So after you called it a night, it was uncovered. A hidden talent of mine was uncovered. Okay, I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. What I'm gonna do instead is ask you if you have any hidden talents, because the people know, the listeners know, you're a talented musician. You're a pretty handy podcast host. You're pretty handy with the ball in hand. You're a YouTube star in the kitchen. Is there anything that I don't know? Anything that the listeners don't know? Is there any hidden talents?
I feel like lots of people might already know this, but on the odd chance that maybe they don't, I used to beatbox quite a bit back in the day.
You did too. I forgot you haven't beatboxed in ages.
It's been quite a while, but I can specifically beatbox the start bit of Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg.
Really? Oh, well, you're going to have to now.
Yeah, I won't do it, but I can.
No. Come on, you dickhead. Come on, you got to give the people what they want.
All right, let me sit back so I don't, because you're gonna have to edit all this audio. It's gonna like all you can see. You're gonna see clips. So
I appreciate you being quite considerate there. Into the mic though, but down the barrel. That's ridiculous. That's so good. That's amazing. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Well done. That's so good. Fuck yeah! It's been ages since you beatboxed. I kind of forgot how good you were.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
That's good.
Now, what's your what was the talent that was sort of discovered after I left?
Look, I didn't know that that's what you were going to come out with because I kind of feel a bit silly now with the talent that I'm going to follow with. Maybe we should just kind of keep it going.
No. Talent is talent, mate. Is this like what is it?
So the talent that was uncovered is that I can quack like a duck.
Like an impression of a duck.
Like I can make a quacking noise and it sounds like a duck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I'm not going to.
Oh, of course not. No. Are you gonna? You go on. Let me close my eyes and do it.
Okay, right. Close your eyes. For any listeners as well, like if you could close. Actually, that doesn't really make a lot of sense if you're not watching on YouTube. You probably don't need to close your.
Keep your eyes open,
especially if you're listening to this while in the car,
which is probably 90% of people.
Please keep your eyes open. Please keep your eyes open.
It's too late. They've already closed their eyes, mate. It's fucking.
Oh fuck. Okay. I'm quite nervous. Hold on. Give me a sec. Okay.
That's good.
Thanks, mate.
That's really good.
I thought it was pretty handy. I thought it was pretty good.
Have you done it to ducks before?
I don't think I have, no.
You should try it.
Jeez, you're really asking the big questions, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Anyway, should we crack on with the show?
Let's do it. So, running it back, I would say running it back through the week, but it's been a couple of weeks, hasn't it, mate?
It has been. It's been an eventful time, hasn't it?
It's been quite eventful, yes. Not just footy, just sport in general. So, might start with big thing we missed, the finals, the NBA finals.
The NBA finals, yeah. The Warriors won another championship. What's that? Their fourth in 8 years or something like that?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Steph Curry finally gets that finals MVP, which
yes.
I know I was kind of hoping he was after. I know that when my Bulls were eliminated, I kind of wanted either Steph to win to finally get that finals MVP or Golden State to win so Steph could get the MVP or the Suns to win so that Chris Paul could
CP3
get a ring. And yeah, I mean, he's finally got it.
Yeah. I remember you saying specific, I think you were telling me like, because he's been sort of somewhat strangely underrated for a long period of time. So you were like, he was sort of like sitting in the rooms after with it and he was sort of like, what are they going to say now?
What are they going to say now?
What are they going to say
I don't know if underrated's the quite the right word. Maybe his effect on the game of basketball is perhaps underappreciated.
Underappreciated, it's probably, not underrated. Yeah.
So that's kind of why I was wanting to see that. I mean, I'm happy if they get no more now.
Yeah.
Tough for the Celtics, obviously, young crew there, and got no doubt they'll be back if they keep that young core together.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they were 2-1 up as well and sort of lost from there.
Yeah.
But
they'll be better for the experience.
Yeah. Hugely young and talented side. There's also been a few games of footy since we've last been, on the airwaves.
Yes.
So instead of running it back through every single game, I think that's not really practical. I've got the ladder.
Not when we're a show like us.
No. We don't even run it back through most games each week anyway, right?
Nah, not really. No.
So what I've done is I've got the ladder up here and very quickly go through on the monitor. Yes.
Which you can't see.
Oh, yes. The monitor's over there.
Again, if you're driving, you can't see it either.
Yeah. Just looking at the phone. Looking at the...
Keep those eyes open.
So, Melbourne up top.
Melbourne back on top of the ladder. Yeah, we'll see if how long they can keep that for.
Cats second, but you were saying you're very weirded out by that.
It doesn't feel like Geelong have had a second on the ladder kind of season so far. I mean, you look at it. I mean, second, third, fourth, and fifth are all on the same amount of points. Like, it's literally just percentage.
Yeah.
So I could probably say we've had a fifth kind of season so far. Yeah. I mean, it's you look how tight it is. It's obviously good for the game.
Yeah.
It just shows how pivotal the last bit of the year is going to be and how important every bit of percentage is.
Yeah, and just like you say with top 4, up to 5, around the 8 as well. It's pretty similar, very tight. You've got the Dogs at 8, but you've got Richmond, St Kilda, right behind on 9 and 10, all on the same amount of points. So,
and then 6th and 7th are equal points as well. With each other. I mean, Collingwood, they've won 5 in a row and it's suddenly well within the mix again. So very exciting pointy end of the season. Just going back to Bulldogs, Richmond, St Kilda, 8th, 9th, 10th. Not going to make a Richmond 9th joke. If you had to pick one of those to make the finals, who would you pick?
Mate, Saints.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. We fucking love the Saints.
We love the Saints.
We fucking love the Saints.
Although, looking at the bottom half of the ladder, it's when you get down to Essendon, West Coast and North, it's
grim.
Bit of a drop off.
Yeah. So I mean, West Coast beat Essendon.
Yeah.
Were West Coast bottom of the ladder going into that round and then they beat
Essendon
and overtook North?
Overtook us, yes.
Yeah, right, okay.
So pretty tight down the bottom as well.
It is, yeah. But, North, their first wooden spoon in 49 years or whatever it was, and they might go back to back. Hashtag back to back. Come on, no. That'd be a shame. I love North. I've never said anything bad about North.
Never. No, wouldn't dream of it, mate.
Wouldn't dream of it. Anyway, so as I said, we're not going to touch on many games, but have there been any performances that you like that caught your eye while we were off air, mate?
Mm-hmm. Aaron Hall on the weekend broke the record for the most metres gained in an AFL game ever.
He did, yeah.
1,169 metres gained.
1,100 and nice.
Yeah. 38 touches, 30 of those being kicks as well. Just phenomenal.
I remember I was round Mum and Dad's because we were watching the other Sunday game.
Right.
One of the other ones, and the score down the bottom.
Yeah.
And North. And then my brother was on about how many metres gained Aaron Hall got. I'm like, what? I'm pretty sure that's a record. Because we spoke, I don't know when it was, not too long ago, about how there's only a handful have finished the game with over 1,000 metres gained. Yeah,
it might have been the politics one we were talking about, like transport minister and stuff. We were talking about metres gained and stuff.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah?
Well done. You pulled it out of nowhere. That's exactly what it was. So, I was very surprised with that. But, I mean, well done.
Well done.
It's good to have a little something like that next to your name.
Especially when your side's getting absolutely demolished week in, week out. You might as well break a record for yourself.
Just mess around and break a record. Yeah. Oh, shit. I'll go with a performance then, if that's all right. I'll start it off by saying, how good is a bag?
A bag is very good.
We love a bag. So the Giants played the Doggies. I can't remember which round it was. Was it last round? Round before? I can't remember. We've been away. Toby Green kicked 7.
Yes.
In a losing effort. It was the same game where Aaron Norton and Cody Waitman kicked 5 goals apiece.
5 each, yep.
So, handy couple of hauls all in the same game. And just looking at the maths there.
Yeah. Well,
5 plus 5 is 10.
Is 10.
10's more than 7.
10 is more than 7, which is why the Doggies won.
There you go.
It's a simple game, mate.
But if you look at it like that, I mean, we're just keeping on the mathematic theme here.
Yeah.
The Doggies have twice the players. Looking at that. Aaron Norton and Cody Waitman versus Toby Green. That hardly seems like a fair fight.
That's also true. The maths is going to be consistent, right? That's
oh, shit. Anyway.
There has been, it's been 2 weeks. one
we
week,
can't
but
remember.
really 2 weeks
Yeah,
since we've been down here. And we've missed a bit of, a bit of controversy on and off the field, I'd say.
Yep.
In typical fine leg to full forward fashion, I think we're going to very much not touch on the controversy because we don't usually do that.
You might even say we're not going to talk about it.
That would be one way of saying it, yes. But we're going to do something else instead.
We're going to run through some scenarios, some situations where we've been uncovered, we've been found out
Yes.
to be at the center of a scandal.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to give Ashwin a scenario.
Yep.
Tell him what's happened.
Yeah.
What he's done, you bloody naughty boy. And I just want to know what you're going to do next. What your next move is.
Yeah.
After you've been found out. So, like, you've been found guilty.
Yeah.
Like, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
You've just got to tell me what you want to do next. And then I'm assuming you've got one for me.
Yeah. Absolutely. I reckon, like, I don't know if we're going to post. I have no control over the socials and stuff. But maybe
I'm always looking for input, mate.
Yeah.
It's been fucking dead lately, so feel free to chime in.
If we like post, the scenarios, and we can talk about how we're going to deal with it, and maybe the listeners could chip in and be like, well, what would they do in this scenario, in the simulation?
Yeah. What would fine leg to full forward listeners do?
Yeah. All right, hit me with the first
Okay.
the scenario.
So imagine this. Okay, you're an out of favour groundsman at the MCG, all right?
Have I done something wrong, or like have I pissed someone off, or?
No.
Okay.
No. You just you're out of. Okay, yeah, good point. Let's say you're out of favour because you're no longer required. Let's say they're moving to some kind of grass, let's say, and you're no longer needed, and you're a bit salty about it. All right, yep, grass, electronic grass.
Yeah, lights
so
up.
you're no longer needed.
Yeah, right.
Now you've been super. We're powering through. No comments on grass. We're powering through.
Like, artificial grass, nah. Electronic. It's going to be electronic.
Okay, anyway, so you're an out-of-favour groundsman
Yep.
at the MCG, and you've been caught red-handed intentionally setting off the sprinklers during a game, soaking everyone on the ground and everyone all the way round the ground.
Yeah.
Like the first few rows of the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason this is such a scandal
Yes.
is because there's a little bit of something in terms of like a chemical type thing, and people have been found there's some effects.
Oh.
They're not feeling too flash
So
after they've been sprinkled.
So it's some sort of fertilizer or something.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
Why not? Right. Which won't be needed. That's one of the benefits of e-grass. It's not needed.
Yeah, okay. Right.
So you've rigged every single sprinkler to go off with 2:22 left in quarter 2.
Yeah.
You're salty because they're showing you the door after 2 decades of loyal service. So you think you're being quite clever about it, but in reality, no one gives a fuck. No one knows what the fuck you're trying to do.
No, of course not.
But you've been found guilty.
Right.
Okay, now so there's lawsuits because of the effect of this fertilizer thing.
Yeah.
What's your next move? What is your next move?
I feel like if I'm being shown the door anyway, it kind of doesn't matter what I do, right? Like as long as I'm not.
Well, yes and no, because there's some lawsuits.
Oh, true. Forgot about those. Yeah, right. Like people actually getting really sick from this.
I haven't put that much thought into it, but yeah, there's some kind of effect. They don't know whether it's long term yet, but they're
like pesticides or
sure.
something.
Yeah,
I'd feel kind of bad. I feel like initially it'd be quite funny, like just to do it as part of a. You know what I was gonna say? It'd be funny to do, and I could argue to the AFL that I was sort of increasing the viewership in the same way that like a slap at the Oscars increases the viewership, like increases the ratings and stuff, because it's just wild shit.
Okay. Yep.
But if people are actually getting sick, then I feel like I wouldn't really have a leg to stand on. But I'm gonna assume that no one's been like seriously injured from this.
Okay, I will allow that.
Just caught a bit of splash damage. And it's all good.
Okay.
And in that case, I would I'd own it. I'd own it. I'd be like, yeah, that was me. I thought it was pretty funny.
Okay.
And
well, you'd want to hope there's no long-term effects then, wouldn't you?
Correct.
Okay, yep.
Correct. But I'm controlling the scenario,
okay,
right?
yeah, so. You've just hijacked it. That's fine. No worries.
and then I'd given that, you know, I'm now that guy, I'd hope that was some wild enough shit and funny enough that people would sort of be like, oh, this guy's pretty funny. Let's give him his own TV show or something. And then I could just make the money off that.
What?
And then if there are any lawsuits, then I could pay off lawyers to sort that out using the money from the TV show.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've really hijacked that, haven't you? I mean, yeah, is now a good time to apologise again for the content we're putting out, or?
I feel like we're gonna have to do it a few more times throughout the episode.
Where else are you going to get this kind of content?
Yeah.
No other footy podcast is addressing these issues.
No, definitely not, and understandably why. Like it makes sense.
There's a gap in the market, and there's a reason for it. All right, I'll let you get away with that. That's fine.
Okay, cool. I have a simulation, if you will.
Okay. Okay. Yep. All right. I'm in the Dreamatorium.
We are in the Dreamatorium.
There's your community reference.
Yes. You are an AFL umpire, a very well respected, highly decorated AFL umpire.
Thank you.
But it's been discovered.
Oh no. Oh no.
Late in your career. I mean, you've been doing this for years, mate. But late in your career, that you'll only award free kicks to those who wear even numbers on their jumper.
What?
So like, you know, no one's like paying attention at the start of your career. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, he's just an umpire or whatever. No one pays attention. Like everyone's just like, yeah, he's an umpire. But towards the end of your career, you've got a large sample size of all the free kicks that you've paid, and probably someone that's involved with useless AFL stats or something, I don't know, goes through and they're like, every single free kick that this bloke's awarded has been to someone with an even number on their jersey.
So my whole career I've done it.
Yes.
Fuck.
And it's only just been found out now. So that's been found out, and it's scandalous, mate. It's scandalous.
I can imagine the comments.
Yes.
Over social media.
So how would you address, what would you do?
What would I do next? Right, okay. So someone's gone through and found it out. Okay. But obviously to have gotten away with it for so long, obviously the amount of free kicks that I've given isn't extraordinary. It isn't unusual. That's just the number. Okay. Wow. I guess I would. Fucking hell. You think you're prepared for questions on this show, and then you hear the questions on this show, you go, what the fuck are we even doing? That's a pretty good snapshot. I reckon that sums up the show.
Yeah, it should be on the YouTube, how they do like a mini trailer. The channel trailer thing. Yeah.
What was the question? Would I plead insanity? Look, I don't up to it because the evidence is there.
Yeah,
they've brought the stats.
It could just be a complete coincidence.
It could be, but I'll admit to it because it isn't a coincidence.
Because you're a psycho.
I'm going to play the sympathy card.
Sympathy?
Yeah, I'm going to try and be as random as possible just to confuse the fuck out of everyone, so that they just go, okay, and then they drop it. and I can just carry on umpiring along
Okay.
until I'm ready to go on my own terms.
Yeah.
Now you may be asking how I'm going to make them feel sorry for me.
Yes.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Are you stalling?
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't stall. Not on this show. Let's say someone's stalling. I don't know who it is. Every bad thing that's ever happened to me,
Yes.
has happened on an odd date.
Okay. And you've
So
kept track. You've kept track of that,
It's just I've gone through the stats
right?
and I found it out, and by it's been every odd date.
Yeah.
It's been something bad that's happened to me. So I can't stand. I can't stand odd. Like I can barely look at odd numbers.
Yeah. Okay.
I can barely look, like when I was playing all the junior sports I was playing, all my teammates and all the opposition players, they'd bully me, but it'd only be the players wearing odd numbers. So I vowed one day that I would show them. I'd get my own back on them, and I'd never, ever keep stalling. Do anything for anyone wearing an odd number ever again.
Okay.
I would say that's the only reason I've become an AFL umpire.
That was your motivation.
Revenge.
Right. On the odds.
On the odds.
Yes.
That sounds controversial, doesn't it?
It's like, no matter how weird, wacky our scenarios are, it's still just like, oh, that is that.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
So do you reckon that's enough for them to just be like, all right, carry on?
It's enough for them to be like, this guy's pretty fucked up.
Well, my thinking is, the end game for me is, we don't want to talk to you anymore. Go away. Don't permanently go away. Just go away and just do what you were doing.
Yeah.
And I'm hijacking the scenario and saying that it's worked.
Oh, wow. You can do that.
Apparently we can do that.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. I guess it worked then.
Cool. Easy. Awesome. Alrighty. I've got another scenario for you, if that's all right.
Yep.
So you're a commentator.
Yeah.
All right. You're the best in the biz.
Jeez, we haven't done, what was it? Rewound and retold or thingo in a while.
Oh yeah, we did one reel.
They just said commentator. I'm like, yeah, I've done it. I've done it once.
So we're waiting on someone on the show to do a reel for rewound and retold. Still trying to work out who it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's not get caught up in who did what to who. I'll work on that. A commentator.
I'm a commentator.
You're a commentator. You do commentary. You're the best in the biz, all right? However, it's been recently discovered that you've been taking bribes for sneaking random words into the broadcast.
Like what words?
Okay, so it's not like it's no ads, no swearing or crude words or anything like that.
Yeah.
If you cast your mind back to early How I Met Your Mother, the listeners might know. I think it's like season 1 or something, when Robin is trying to make it on one of the small news networks.
Yeah, yeah.
Realizes that no one's watching. Barney realizes there's no one watching.
Yeah.
And just starts paying her to just say the most random shit on air. That's basically what's happened.
Okay.
You've got, like, there's no ulterior motive. It's just a weird way for you to get your kicks.
Yeah, okay.
And it's been discovered.
Yep.
Like they've traced it back to you somehow with your accounts, or someone's admitted to doing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, they've decided that it's unethical.
I guess taking bribes is unethical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So they've just found out that you're sneaking it in. You're getting paid for it.
Yeah.
What's your next move?
I feel like it's kind of a bit. You got two ways to go about it. You could either you could deny it for a bit. You could be like, oh, no. Or you could go down the full acceptance route.
Right.
And
which is so like you'd own it like you would the sprinkler scenario.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did in that scenario as well.
Which is fine. I mean, you can own it. You can be a man that just fronts up and cops it on the chin. That's fine.
I just feel like it's just the easier way to go about it. I feel like as soon as you start lying to yourself, then it's just if you're gonna go, oh no, I didn't actually, then if there's evidence, if there's like bank transfers and stuff, you're gonna get caught out. You just gotta accept it. You just gotta say more wild shit. Just
hold on. So you've been caught out saying random shit.
Yeah.
You've come under strife for it, and you've decided to say even more wild shit that you're not being paid for.
No.
Right.
I just like it'd be like almost like the Joker. It's like you don't even care about the money anymore. You just want to
watch the world burn.
You just want to just say random shit.
Okay. How do you reckon that'd go? Do you reckon they'd let you keep your job? I know you can hijack the scenario here, but
yeah. I feel like even if they didn't let me keep my job, I feel like it would be wild enough for someone else to give me a job, maybe with my own TV show. So either way,
you get the TV gig.
I think pretty sure no matter what scenario you throw at me, I think they all end up with me getting a TV show on some network.
I didn't realize this was a dream of yours.
I don't think it is actually. I just, for some reason, Scandal right now, it's just like, yeah, it'll probably end up in me having a TV show. And then again, in 5-10 years, there's probably no such thing as TV. But anyway,
you probably would have been replaced by an e-commentator anyway. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Getting forward, I want to know, we're getting out of these scenarios, out of these simulations, whatever you want to call it. I want to know the most scandalous thing that you've done.
In the real world.
In the real world.
In the real world, I'm pretty tame, as you know.
Or are you?
Well,
I mean, this is a safe space. If you've got something you want to get off your chest.
I mean, I've jaywalked before.
Have you?
I have.
Yeah,
not often. I've done it. I've got a parking ticket as well.
You've got a parking ticket?
Yeah, it was on a public holiday.
So did you misread one of the signs or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't got a parking ticket.
Never.
Not yet. Let's touch wood.
Come
on, you've got something a little scandalous.
I think I've got one. I can't remember what year it was. You've been a Renegades member since day one.
Since day one, yes.
OG.
Always a gade.
Yes, once a gade, always a gade. I snuck into a couple of Renegades games with the Critchlow household.
You did, yes.
I forget what season it was, but I think I pretended to be your little sister, Abby. And
you did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did. It actually wasn't that hard because you two actually look quite similar.
Really?
Yeah, so there was no rightfully, understandably, there was no alarm bells raised.
Yeah, like you scan the thing and you walk through and Abby Critchlow comes up on the... Yeah, so I guess that's it. It's handy looking alike.
That's pretty... So, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty scandalous, we'll say.
What's the most scandalous thing that you've done?
Most scandalous thing I've done? Probably sneaking Ashwin Ravindran into the Renegades with my little sister's ticket. Yeah. Either that or I think I stole like a marble from a department store in the UK when I was like 6, 7.
That's...
You know, you have they in those kind of stores, they've got stuff like near the counter, so you just grab it,
like Chewy and stuff. Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it was marbles, and the box was like open.
So someone had already stolen something before.
I don't know. Something's happened with these marbles, right?
Yeah.
And so I've just just kind of in my own world looked at it, gone, oh, that's cool. Picked it up, and just kind of walked out with it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know where the marble is now. I don't reckon I gave it back. So yeah, I should apologise to, I think it was British Home Stores.
British Home Stores.
Yeah, BHS.
BHS.
I don't know
what's the equivalent here?
Probably like Myer, I think. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
I don't know. I was like 6 or 7. I don't know what you want to say.
Yeah.
So no, actually, I was in there. I probably was in there after being 6 or 7, to be honest. But yeah.
You feel okay now? Like,
yeah,
you got it off your chest?
It's a safe space.
It is.
And I feel like the weight of the world has finally been lifted off my shoulders.
Mm.
And I'm keen to put that chapter of my life behind me and move on. If you'll allow me.
Yeah. That's a Scandalous press conference 101 right there. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
It's like I've been here before.
Switch on.
So it's time for Switch On. We have said countless times, despite us usually doing it a couple of questions each, Switch On can be anything. Any kind of way to get our brains ticking over, get conversations happening.
Yep.
Which half an hour into a podcast, you better hope there's some conversation happening. So what we're going to do this week, obviously this episode's been all about scandals and controversy.
Yes.
And dividing opinions.
Yes.
So we've got a list of statements here, and we're going to go through that they might be considered quite divisive opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to say the statement, and we both have to say yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe say something quick on it. So I'll go first.
Yep.
Toilet paper is supposed to hang over. So like it goes over the top.
Yeah. Faces you.
Faces you.
Yeah.
When you're doing the deed.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes, for me.
Yeah. If it's on the other side, it's just like it could be annoying to grab, and it's facing the wall, and it's
annoying, but also gross against the wall. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's controversy. Look at us arguing about that. Yeah, we got that one in there.
Second statement: the show Friends is overrated.
Ooh, what do you reckon?
I feel bad saying I would feel bad saying it because I haven't watched it the whole way through. Like, I've seen a lot of episodes of Friends. I've seen a few seasons completely, but I haven't seen all seasons, like every single episode. So I feel bad saying it's overrated, but compared to lots of other shows that I've watched, I definitely don't laugh out loud as much. I don't find it as funny. You've watched it all the way through.
I've watched it all the way through plenty of times.
Yeah.
And it's interesting for me because I reckon my opinion might have changed on this. I still reckon I'm a Friends fan.
Okay.
But I feel like the more I watch it, like every time I've gone back and watched it, like the less I laugh, or the more I'm like, that's a bit stupid.
Is it because you know the jokes? Like, you know everything that's coming?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. But I reckon I still enjoy it.
Yep.
I'll probably watch it again.
Yeah.
But I reckon, for the massive hype that's been around it for so long,
the sake of that would
maybe a little overrated.
Yeah. Okay.
But still a great show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still a fan. Maybe a little overrated though. All right. Have I got another one? I have. Summer is the best season.
Yeah. Nah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't like being too hot, do you?
No, I don't. I like. I wouldn't say winter's my favourite either. Probably early spring would be that sweet spot for me, when it's sort of like.
What's your ideal temperature? Like 16?
Oh, Ashwin weather. Ashwin weather.
Ashwin weather. Yeah.
Yes. Maybe like 18.
Okay.
18-ish degrees, and like blue skies, still no wind at all. Crisp in the morning, and it sort of warms up to about 18.
Yeah. Okay. It's a good shout. So yeah,
I don't ask for much.
Just those exact conditions. Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, but you are.
I would probably say, I probably do think summer's the best.
Yeah.
Despite my pale complexion.
Yes.
And the sunburn that comes with it. But no, I just feel like the majority of my great memories.
Yeah.
Usually it's over summer.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay. Cool.
Fair enough. Cereal goes in first, not milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who's putting milk in before cereal? If you are someone who puts milk in,
hey, let's not lose any listeners? Or
Nah. I'm.
You're happy to lose listeners.
I have decided that I'm super passionate about this.
Right.
If you put milk in before cereal,
Yeah.
you're a fucking psychopath.
Jeez. More so than me with breakfast, or like?
I mean, you have some fucking outrageous breakfast adventures.
Yes, I do.
But you don't put the milk in first.
I mean, sometimes. I mean, depends on the cereal.
You're killing me.
Like
You're a psychopath.
No. I don't put
you
the
are, but
milk
for different
in.
reasons.
Yes, I am. But most of the time I don't even use milk at all with cereal.
Actually, that's true. Oh my god. The other week, you were standing in the kitchen, bowl, spoon.
Yeah.
Fucking fill in your mouth.
Yeah.
What, dry honey nut cornflakes?
Pretty good.
That's insane.
The only milk I need, I think, is probably like for Wheat Bix, I think. That's the only time I think that I'm like, oh yeah, probably needs milk. Everything else, I'm like, yeah, I'm a dry guy.
I'm going to say this with as much respect as I could possibly muster.
Mm.
You're the weirdest cunt I know.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
Okay, so where did you land on that? You reckon cereal goes in first?
In that scenario,
yeah, because you're not putting milk in.
I'm not putting milk in anyway. But if I was, I would put it in after. Yes,
we've said it before, and I'll say it again. Where else? What other footy podcasts are you getting this kind of insight?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it moving.
Mm.
Pineapple belongs on pizza. I'm a big yes to this. I'll pretty much have anything on a pizza. I don't really like olives or anchovies.
Yeah.
But anything else, I'm happy to put on a pizza.
Right. I don't like pineapple in general. I just don't like it.
Actually, true. Yeah, when we were out on Friday, we were the loudest people in the restaurant.
Yeah, second time we've been to that joint, and on both occasions we were slightly. I don't
Whoops.
know.
Yeah. And towards the end, we asked the wait staff if we could do a mystery shot, thinking that they were going to bring over the same for everyone.
Yeah.
But no, they brought over like 4 different ones, and obviously you don't drink, and there was another friend who wasn't drinking either, and so we're like, oh, can you bring over juice? Like, when you do a juice shot so you can feel involved.
Yeah.
And so like, oh yeah, no worries. So went away, came back, and she was like, oh, what kind of juice do you want? And before you had a chance to respond, I like reached over, I'm like, not pineapple. He hates pineapple. She was like, okay.
and I was just like nodding.
I'm there to defend you.
You are.
Like, I just want to make sure you don't
have to eat pineapple
or taste pineapple.
I appreciate that. So we're split on that one.
We're split on that one, yeah.
That's all right. We can disagree. Last statement, which I know you're very passionate about.
Oh, hit me.
Gravy belongs on a parma.
Gravy absolutely belongs on a parma. Gravy absolutely belongs on a parma. We've said it. I've said it on the show multiple times.
Yes. Would you say a parma is incomplete without gravy?
I wouldn't say incomplete. The word I'm going to go for is enhanced.
Okay,
that's
nice.
all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'm a big yes, and I don't want to hear any of this. I'm going to call someone. Can I call someone out?
Sure.
I don't want to hear any of this. I'm not going to. You expect me to spend $25 on a parma and waste it by putting gravy on there? Fucking try it. That's at you, Bailey Shaw. That's at you. Okay. Try it. Come back to me. All right. We'll go along to the Wharf Hotel. We'll go along to Universal.
Nice.
We're gonna get a parma, chips, salad. You don't put the gravy on the salad. That's fucking ludicrous. Gravy on the parma and the chips. All right. I don't want to hear it. You got to try it. You're coming as well because you've never tried it, have you?
I've never tried it. No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not against it at all. I've never tried it. So yeah.
I'm getting passionate about the most random fucking things today.
We'll do it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
We'll take a photo as well.
We'll have to do that. Yeah.
All right. Time for my mate's multi.
It is.
Money.
Alrighty. Time for my mate's multi. So my legs from last episode.
Let's go.
Leg 1. Dyson Daniels will be drafted by an NBA team in the Eastern Conference. He was not. He was drafted by the Pels.
Go the Pels.
Can't the Pels. Who are in the West. So none from 1. Leg 2. North Melbourne will not lose a game between now and the next episode. I was trying to be a bit sneaky by the next episode being sort of, I was like, it's a pretty small window because of the bye rounds and everything. I was like, maybe we could sneak our second win of the season in that time.
No.
Against the Crows, and that did not happen. None from 2. And leg 3. My brother will cry at least twice at his wedding/reception. I'll claim it.
You claiming it? You're hijacking the situation?
I'm hijacking. He bawled his eyes out on the wedding day, and then he was like shaky during his wedding reception thank you speech to everyone. He didn't bawl his eyes out, but he was definitely crying. So I'll count that as a dub. Mm-hmm. Stock standard, 1 from 3.
1 from 3. That's what home feels like. 1 from 3. I'll go through mine. So leg 1, I said the winner of the Brisbane versus Melbourne game will be top of the ladder after round 15.
Yes.
I don't think Melbourne had lost 3 in a row by that point, so it was looking like it was getting closer and closer.
Yep.
Melbourne beat Brisbane and they're top of the ladder. So that's 1 from 1.
Mm-hmm.
I said that this one's a bit how you going, but my legs sometimes are. I said Jason Horne-Francis will not have a 30-possession game between now and our next episode. Now, I should have actually searched this up before because it turns out his career high is 23 and he hasn't played a whole lot lately, has he?
No, he hasn't.
Tell you what else he hasn't done?
What?
Had a 30-possession game.
No.
That's 2 from 2, baby. And then leg 3, I said, searching for a headline, I said a current coach will no longer be coaching between now, they'll get the sack between now and the next episode.
Scandal.
After a scandal, was speaking this episode into existence. That didn't happen.
No. But
it didn't stop this episode coming into existence. So I got 2 from 3, so slightly above average.
Nice.
What are your legs this week, mate?
My legs this week. So the Australia vs Sri Lanka Test series just kicked off today, actually.
Yes.
I think the first test is in Gaul, so that's underway at the moment. Well, today being, we're recording this.
Oh, I'm so confused with time again.
This is it. Technically, we time travel every week in a weird way.
We do. Time. People confuse time. People think that it's like a linear string of events, but actually it's like this big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
Yeah, space-time.
That was a Doctor Who reference. For every community reference you sneak in, now I'm going to try and do a Doctor Who reference.
Just match it. We'll have a counter. Sorry, did I even start my leg? I don't even know if I did or not.
You said that it's kicked off in Gaul.
It has kicked off in my leg 1. I'm saying no one will score a century in the first test.
Okay. You reckon it's going to be a low-scoring affair?
I think so. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's a spinning wicket and plenty of spinners are playing. So, we'll see.
All right.
Leg 1. Leg 2, there won't be any technical fouls and or confrontation when we make our return to basketball this week.
That is going to get up.
Yes? You're certain of it?
That's the Critchlow guarantee.
Yes. Mr. Non-confrontation himself.
That's me. What I do is I just kind of go, don't worry about it, mate.
Yeah. You're just a very easygoing.
That's me, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually am, though. I do get a bit of white line fever, though.
Yes. We are making our return. Hashtag the return.
Class and Cavs come down to Waverley basketball.
Yeah.
10:15 tonight. Why has no one come to our basketball?
At 10:15, yeah.
Yesterday.
Yes, so that's leg 2. I really hope that gets up because I'll be starting a new league if there is confrontation in a grading game. alarm bells. I'll be very, very worried.
I hear you, mate. Okay, it's not going to happen. And I like that you put the / confrontation in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leg 3. North Melbourne. This week is the I was going to say annual, but we've played each other earlier in the season, second time, but it's the fine leg to full forward cup this weekend.
North versus Geelong.
So leg 3 is North Melbourne to have more tackles than Geelong this week.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that because you reckon Geelong will have the ball more?
Yes.
No, that's a pretty good way of thinking. Watch Geelong lose. The amount of shit that I've spoken about North in the last few weeks. Imagine if I tell you what, I'm going to say it. If Geelong lose to North Melbourne this week, there's no fucking episode next week.
Really?
I don't care that we had some time off.
We just had a break.
There's no fucking episode if Geelong lose to North Melbourne.
I feel like you just want another break.
I just don't want to fucking deal with it. All right, I don't want to fucking deal with it. No, I'm calling it now. No
Can you
episode.
imagine?
I don't want to fucking imagine.
That's wilder than any of the simulations that we were talking about today.
They've for the first time ever, a team has lost 10 games in a row by over 40 points.
By over 40 points. And it's in Geelong as well.
Well, no, watch Geelong fuck it up. Anyway, all right, okay.
All right, what are your legs?
Leg 1. The Chicago Bulls will not make a single trade between now and our next episode.
Okay.
See if that happens. No funny business. I'm just saying the leg, moving on.
Yeah.
Leg 2. I will be confused by at least 2 rules of ice hockey when we go to a game on Sunday.
We are going this Sunday, Arvo, I think. Yeah.
I don't know anything about ice hockey.
Neither.
I know that it's played on some ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know there's a couple of goals either end.
Yeah.
And some sticks and some skates.
There's a puck.
Holy puck. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And then leg 3. St Kilda will score between 85 and 95 points against the Blues on Friday. Friday.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, I'm just kind of going for broke.
Yeah, it's quite specific.
It's quite a sensible multi looking at that now.
Yeah, actually.
I do apologise.
No, apologise for a sensible multi.
Okay, so we're done this week. That's going to just about wrap things up. I've just noticed, just looking over there, there's a pair of socks on the floor, and they look quite green. They kind of look like a bit of fine leg to full forward green.
Similar.
I'm not going to say whose socks they are. I mean, I will say that you spend a lot more time in this room than I do.
Yes,
and I'm just going to leave that information just out there.
Right.
But looking at the socks. Look at how green they are.
Yeah.
I've got one thing in mind right now. Maybe we put this to the listeners.
Green socks.
Green socks. Fine leg to full forward merch. I'm not necessarily saying socks.
Right.
I'm not saying socks.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like socks isn't the first thing that's sort of brought up with merch, right? Normally it's
probably not.
Tees, hoodies, that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, well, what? This is episode 47.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll put it to the listeners. We'll put some feelers out, see if people are keen. And once we're waiting on a little something from a little someone, if he's listening, I'm sure he'll message me.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
And then we can with those
something
images. Yeah. I'll say.
Okay.
Just in case he's not sure if we're 100% talking about him, he probably is now. We can maybe look at doing some merch if people are keen.
Yeah, right. I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
Would be, you reckon?
Do you reckon we got we wouldn't want to put a date on it though, would we? I feel like
we are not one for deadlines.
No, we are not.
No. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, well, the idea's there, so it's a pretty cool idea, I reckon.
It's in your hands though now. We want to. Well, I mean, we're not going to do it if no one wants it. We're not going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let us know because we're keen.
Yeah,
we hope you are too.
Yeah, and like I'm assuming it would be. Is green our color? Green's our color.
Yeah,
right?
It has to be. I reckon.
So everything's green,
which is weird because there's not a lot of green on the set.
No.
Maybe we should look at. Yeah, some decisions will be made, but in the meantime,
yeah,
let's wrap her up, mate.
Keep kicking goals.